Alright, so you're welcome to this video. Well, so I've been getting some text in my DM about how an individual can start website development or web development or app development. So in this video, I'll be taking you through the various steps in which you can become a good website development. But yeah, we're going to focus with just the front end part of it. So in this presentation, we'll be going through the introduction to front end development, what front end development is all about, and you understand the basic of front end development. But here we won't go into the practical part, we'll just be talking about theory, what it's all about. Since if you want to become a good developer, you need to know the background of what you're getting into, like the basic HTML tags, the basic CSS styling, properties, and some JavaScript document object model, and some other things that you'll be needing as a front-end developer. So we'll be breaking through this video into three sections. Yes, the first section will be based on the HTML part, the second section will be based on the CSS part, the third section will be based on the JavaScript part. Why am I doing this? Is to enable that as we move along with this course, you'll be able to understand that front-end development, you're able to understand each step in front-end development. As in, when you come across HTML, you know that, no, this is what it is. This is how you can use HTML. And when we were talking about CSS, you start using CSS now as a little bit of styling or styling your web page. You start making it look nice, looking beautiful. So let me just go through some stuff and I show you guys something. So creating responsive website, right, with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So first of all, talk about what a responsive web design is. So in every aspect of web creation or web development or application development, responsiveness simply means when you can display that application on all browsers. Meaning, if I'm reducing this size, it should take the size of these browsers that I'm using. Yes, it should take the size of the browser that I'm using. So each and every website needs to be responsive. That is why we'll focus on creating websites that are responsive. But like I said, we're going to focus on three bases. That's the HTML part. HTML just used to structure and create the skeleton of a website. The CSS that is used to styling your web pages. The JavaScript that adds interactivity to your website or web pages. So straightforward, we're going to talk about what front-end development is and why is it necessary in website development. So front-end is actually the view of each and every user. Yes, when a user is actually viewing a website, that's the front end side of it. What I'm trying to say here is the front end part of a website, it's just the user view of it, meaning it's not the background writing of the code. No, so the user does not have access to the code, but now the user interface, yes, the user interface and how it is being used, that is what is called the front end part of website development. So before you want to start website development, there are some key processes that you need to understand before you go through whatsoever you want to go through. There are various technologies now that have come in place, like React, Menstack, and a lot of technologies that have been put in place for front end and back end development. You get, but now we'll be talking on the basics. which is the hypertext markup language, which is we're talking about